Okay guys, so I'm just setting off for my first ever motovlog. Gosh, my cheeks feel awfully squeezed here. Alright. Alright guys, so if you are watching me now, thank you for watching. This is my first ever motovlog, believe it or not. Now I'm going to start off quietly here. We're doing about 30 miles an hour. And this is because I'm actually using a new microphone. I'm at that stage, my first motovlog. I'm setting up the channel. The idea of this channel, POUSE Out of the House, is me basically doing my hobbies if I can again. I've got 2 young children. I'm going to shamelessly plug my other channel now, which is POUSE Around the House, and that's a DIY channel. I'm hopefully this month, maybe the month after, going to hit 100,000 subscribers. That's been going for a few years. And really I've hit the point, 2 young kids, again a little bit older, 2 and almost 6. And I'm going to try and get out a little bit more. When I get out, I thought, do you know what, motovlogging, I enjoy the motorbike, maybe some mountain biking, that kind of thing, a bit of the outdoors really. And hopefully this channel is something that you can sort of grow with me. Leave some suggestions below if this is the kind of thing you like watching, or mountain biking, other sports. Let me know what you want to see from this channel, because we're starting right from scratch all over again, like the early days of POUSE Around the House. Now I am not a techie kind of guy. I've done my best with the other channel. I've only really recently, at almost 100,000 subscribers, sort of upgraded some of my equipment, a lavalier microphone, like a wireless setup, so I can basically improve some of the filming. I really was winging it for a few years on basic cameras, camcorders, because I really didn't think, I genuinely didn't think anyone was ever going to watch this stuff. And then one day people started watching, and then people started commenting, and I was like, oh, people are actually taking interest in this. And I kind of look back now with some of the old videos and a bit embarrassed really. You think, well, I wish I'd made a bit more effort with that one, but they're popular, people like them, whatever. What I'm filming on today is the GoPro Hero 10 Black, and the microphone I'm using is the, I've forgotten now. Do you know what, I'm going to put the name of it up on the screen. It's something like the AMP Tech, something like an AMT Tech, I don't know, sorry. I'll put it on the screen so that you can see, because like I said, if this microphone does actually turn out to be okay, then I guess probably this footage will make it to YouTube. If it doesn't, then everything I'm saying now is a complete waste of time. Now the mount that I'm using for the GoPro today is like a demountable one, if you like. It's not a sticky pad. It's got straps, and you strap it over the sides. And I can't think of the name, I'm sorry. I will put links to all these in the description section below if you're interested in them. I think it's called a Tazina or something like that. There were a few different mounts, and there was one with like a sort of blue pad, if you can see my finger, around this kind of area where it straps. I didn't like the blue. This one's all black, and I just thought, well, it'll be a little bit more subtle. We've got a car coming here, sorry, that's why I've stopped. I thought it'd be a little bit more subtle, and hopefully just look a bit better. It was a couple more quid as well, but this one had about 52 reviews on Amazon, and the other one actually had about, I don't know, a couple of thousand reviews. And I thought, do you know what, I'll give it a go, I'll take a chance. And as you see with all these things, you've got some reviews, it snapped within 2 minutes, and you've got other ones saying it's the best thing since sliced bread. To be honest with you, my opinion is this: yes, the plastic looks a bit brittle, so it's like anything, you know, if you're going to manhandle it and you're going to over tighten it, then the chances are it's going to snap. I would say use it with care, but if you mount it into place gently and just tighten the straps up and just sort of, you know, use your common sense, maneuver it around, manipulate it into place on your helmet, and it's not as nice a neat fit maybe as the sticky pad ones. You know, I've actually got one of those as well that I'm going to try out, but I thought I'd give both a go, because this one, a demountable one, is, I don't know, you don't damage your helmet, you can take it straight off. You've got a nice expensive helmet and you don't want to mess around with it, then I suppose this is a good option. And also you can just transfer it from one helmet to the other if you've got a few. It didn't take long, it took about 5 minutes to put on, and I think it cost me about 13 or 14 pounds, so I thought I'd give it a go along with a few other things. I bought a few accessories, and I'm going to go through all the accessories I use, all the equipment I use. What I'm really interested in, to be honest, is going out and having fun, and you coming along for the ride. And it's what I hope to do with the motovlogs, if I'm honest, is it's not just the riding and me talking. It's not going to be so much about bikes, it's more going places, seeing some interesting places. I live in South Wales. There's a lot of interesting stuff around here, tourist sites and that kind of thing. So I think it'd be good to almost combine some motovlogs, some going out and having fun. You know, I got a few mates in work, we do a bit of hooligan riding, all legally of course, sticking to the speed limits, but going out and seeing some really nice places. And is what I'd like to do is maybe put up some maps for people that are interested in seeing those places or doing the same routes that I do. You tell me what you want. Even burger vans, you know, where's there a burger van, where's there's a public toilet, almost like a, what was the old thing called years ago? You could buy the book, couldn't you, the tourist guide or whatever, to, you know, traveller's guide, there was something, I don't remember. If you remember, put it in the comments below. Before the days of Street View and Google, all the youngsters watching will wonder what the hell I'm talking about. We're actually in Caerleon at the moment, which is a little village in Newport. It's quite famous. It's got a Roman amphitheatre, it's got the Roman baths. Anyway, we're on the lane now to us. Let's open the bike up a bit and let's go for a little jaunt. Hey, over a speed bump. It'll be interesting to see how this microphone is, because unfortunately with this mount that I've got, it doesn't allow you to shut the visor completely, so it's not great. But I forgot to mention as well that I'm actually riding on a DRZ400SM, the Supermoto. Maybe you spotted that from the mirrors or the front guard, I don't know. But this bike is like, it's a funny one if you haven't been on it for a while. These Supermotos just fly around the corner, so much so that it's almost too easy, you know, and you oversteer all the time, so you've got to get right on the front of the bike. And I tend to ride it more like a sports bike, that's what I've had in the past, so I tend to just lean in and go. But I mean, you can ride it Supermoto style and get it round the bend and it put out if you want. But right, so guys, I hope you're coping with the wind noise. It'll be interesting to play this back and see how we're getting on. Now, I've got two issues really, actually three issues. One is a cheap mic. Number two is I'm using a mount which doesn't allow me to close the helmet, so I've got wind noise coming over the top. The other issue that I've got actually is that this helmet, when I bought it, I was buying something that was a bit cheaper. I wanted to get back into riding the motorbike. I had one for a couple of years, and my old one was kind of, I'd had it since I was 16. I had it on my, it was a nice AGV helmet. In fact, it cost about half the price of the bike I had. I used to have a Derby Sender 50cc. Interestingly, let me know if you ever had one of those, because that thing was nuts. Little scrambler, well, I say scrambler, like a sort of off-road bike. And that thing, 50cc, I ripped all the baffles out of the can, tack welded it back up. Well, my old man did that, Papa POUSE. If any of you watch the other channel, you'll see him on there. And then in the end I bought a sports silencer, but I used to get 65 miles an hour out of a 50cc, and obviously they're quite common now, the Derbys. But anyway, I've gone off on a tangent again. Some lovely roads around here. We're actually on a road here heading towards, not far from a place called Llandegfedd Reservoir. You can look that up. Another beautiful reservoir. These are all places I'm going to go with these motovlogs, and hopefully I'm going to get to show you all these places, you know, hopefully. Should we have a little look down here? Come on then, let's go for a quick look down here. Alright, this is Llandegfedd village. So this isn't by the reservoir, but this brook here is called the Saw Brook, and this brook flows from the reservoir. So the flow of this brook is actually heavily regulated by the reservoirs, what they let out. So you've got another brook that runs into it, plus the reservoir, and we just rode over that, sorry, we were going too fast. Old phone box there, very nice. And this is like a nice little quaint village here. Amazing, you know. I live in what people deem as a bit of an SHIT hole. It's not really, it's alright to be honest. And then you don't go too far, and you know, 10-minute rides and you're in places like this, which I imagine these houses are worth a few bob. Gotta watch the horse muck around here, that'll take you off. There we go, there's the Saw Brook down there. Nice little brook, lots of little trout in there. There is a pub up here as well. Ah, just past it, there we go, the Farmer's Arms. So there we go, already we've seen a pub. I didn't do that on purpose, but you know, if you're down this way, I can mark all these things out, and you know, if you fancy a little jaunt on your bike, in your car, whatever it is you want to do, then hopefully, you know, I can mark these things on a map for you, and you can sort of, you can take a look and for yourself and come down here, and you know where you might have somewhere nice to eat. Hey, tiny wheelie. Yeah, let me know what the picture quality is like as well, because I've got this on, like I said, it's a GoPro Hero 10 Black. I've actually only got on 30 frames per second. I can't see why I'd need any more unless I want slow motion, to be honest, which at this stage I don't, unless something interesting happens on the road in front of me. But it takes up, if you put more than that many frame rates, I've heard it just takes up a lot of memory. So for now I've gone 30 frames a second. I'm actually on 1080 HD. I've not even gone for the 4K because I'm like, I don't really know if I need it. Most of my viewers on my other channel, on my statistics on on YouTube Studio, says that most of them watch it on a mobile anyway, so what's the point in 4K on a mobile? You're never going to get the benefit. The microphone is on standard mic setting as well, and then you have your, obviously the media mod, which I'm actually you have to use the media mod to use the microphone with this. So it's like a case that goes around the GoPro, and then that allows you to plug in a microphone jack basically, which is a TRS lead connection. Now this microphone is a TRRS, so you have to use the adapter cable that comes with it. So it's all a bit confusing, but again, these are all things I'm going to show in other videos. I'm going to try and go through all the microphones that I've tested individually, do a test on them. And if you're interested in using this microphone for anything, or specifically motovlogging, hopefully I'll put them through their pace, and by the end of it I'll kind of come to a point where I've got a microphone that I want to use, and hopefully with the videos I do, you might, you know, be able to use the same setup, and it might help you out if you want to do some motovlogging or whatever, if it's just for a bit of fun or for YouTube. The other thing I've noticed is, right, my cheek pads on this, with the cables all wedged behind, they feel a bit squashed. If I'm talking like I've got a bit of a lisp or something like that, then I do apologise, because not there's anything wrong with the lisp, obviously. Because what I mean is, if I'm not being that clear, I feel like my cheeks are squeezed, and like if I bit down, I'm going to bite my gums. That was the crematorium, where people go and get burned when they've got nothing left. I've been there a few times recently, blimey. Not for me, obviously. When I do get back, I'm going to check over all the footage. I'll have a listen to certain sections. I'll try and pull up the best bits to show you, and hopefully we'll have something to work with, whether it be poor quality or good quality, and you can see exactly what it's like.